and sprinted through that airport. Like literally that scene from Home Alone where they're running to catch their flight, that was us. Hello and good morning, long time no chat. If you're wondering where I have been the last 2 months, it has been absolutely hectic with work. So from Cabo, we were originally meant to go to St. Pete's Beach. However, the hurricanes changed our plans very last minute and we ended up going to Santa Rosa. We were in Santa Rosa for the whole month of October and it was such a nice place. We were right near the beach and there was dolphins. However, I did spend most of my day working. Then we had about 3 weeks for the month of November, so we just headed to Panama City because I wanted to knuckle down and finish my work because I had a deadline of November 30 because on November 30 we were leaving to start our Christmas trip. Now a lot of people did think that for Christmas we were going to do New York again because we were already in the US, but my partner and I actually did New York last year and it was absolutely amazing. Definitely one of the highlights in our last 2 years of travel. But this month for Christmas we wanted to tick off another bucket list item and that was exploring the European Christmas markets. But oh my goodness, it has been an absolutely chaotic adventure to get here. So on November 30 we were meant to fly from Panama City, have a 40-minute layover in Atlanta and then fly into Amsterdam. Now I was already so hesitant because I felt like a 40-minute layover was not enough time, and when we were checking in, the lady at the check-in desk told us that they think that 30 minutes is enough time to catch your connecting flight. From Panama City to Atlanta, it's only an hour flight. We got off the plane and sprinted through that airport. Like literally that scene from Home Alone where they're running to catch their flight, that was us. I was so stressed and running so fast. I even got notified on my little Apple Watch saying like my heart rate has spiked. However, unlike Home Alone, we did not get the happy ending of actually catching our connecting flight. Us and about 20 other people missed that flight to Amsterdam, so we did get put up in a hotel for the night, which was good because it was the airline's fault because our first plane was delayed taking off. So it was at no cost to us, but it meant getting into Amsterdam a day later. So we stayed the night in Atlanta. Our flight wasn't until 5 p.m. the next day. We got on that airplane, absolutely no hassles, and it was an easy 8 hours into Amsterdam. But when I tell you the jet lag is absolutely killing us this trip, it has been awful. We've been waking up at 2 a.m. and then not being able to go back to sleep till 4 a.m. So we only had one full day in Amsterdam, and the next day we were checking out at 11 and we were heading to Cologne. We had already booked our train ticket the night before for 12 o'clock, and my partner and I, of course, jet lag hit us and we woke up at 2 a.m, didn't go back to sleep till 4 a.m, and we thought nothing of it. We thought, you know, the latest we'll sleep in is 8, 9 o'clock. No, for the second time this trip, I got another Home Alone moment. I looked at my phone and it was 11 a.m. And again, that little scene from Home Alone where they jump out of the bed and they scream, "We slept in." Yeah, that was us. That was us. So we are quickly packing everything. The hotel's saying, "Hey, like your checkout is at 11 o'clock. We're like, "Oh my God, we're so sorry. We slept in." And let me just say, the hotel staff at Sonder in Amsterdam are the nicest staff members I've ever dealt with. Because we got into Amsterdam a day later, we did have to change our accommodation and they were so lovely sorting it out, which meant that we didn't have to change rooms because we needed to extend it another day. And we had slept in, checkout was at 11 and she did not care. So the staff were absolutely lovely, but manically we got into our Uber. Our Uber driver was really nice. He was cutting corners and cutting through traffic to get us there on time. We had 10 minutes to get on our train and we made it. I was so grateful. So we did get in last night to Cologne. We did have a sneaky look around at the Christmas market, but today we're well rested and we are ready to go and explore Cologne. It is meant to rain a lot of today, so fingers crossed that I can pull the camera out and don't get too wet, but I'm so excited to go and explore Cologne and look at the Christmas markets today. We've been walking around the markets now for a little while. It is very cold. We have stopped for lunch though, and we've just grabbed a bratwurst. They are $4.50, which are actually cheaper than last night's market. But it is nice just to stop and be under cover and out of the rain and just to kind of warm up for a second. We have also purchased one Christmas ornament, which is very cute. It has a little Santa on it. After this, I don't think we have too much more to explore around this market, and we are getting very cold, so we think we might drop into a few shops and buy some warmer jackets and thermals. So the last few hours we have just spent at the shops trying to keep dry because it rained a lot today. But the rain has finally stopped and it looks like we have a 2-hour window, so we're going to head back to the Christmas markets and grab some dinner. We did just quickly cut through that Christmas market because we're actually going to another one for dinner, but oh my goodness, at nighttime they are just so magical, all lit up, and we are hoping to get to all 4 tonight. I know we just had bratwurst for lunch, but we are heading straight to that stall because they are so good. That curry sauce is really good. We are 2 out of the 4 markets done. The second one we did grab dinner and oh, it's so good. I'm so full now. We are heading to our third one, which is the old market, and we are definitely saving the best for last. We are racing through these, as I said before, because we are trying to avoid the rain, and I would love to get some shots, especially of the last Christmas market for you because it is so beautiful. As I said, we did do 2 of the markets last night, so we don't really need to see too much because we did it really well. But because it is our last night in Cologne, I would love to end on seeing all the Christmas markets. Now, I would love to go ice skating, but me and my partner cannot ice skate at all. That would literally be me hanging around the edge the whole time, otherwise I'd be on my ass. On that note though, we are gonna go grab some mulled wine. At each market they have their own little specialty mug. I will insert a picture of the one that we got last night. I'm not too sure about these ones though. I don't know who the character Sharky is. I will say I think last night's one was a little bit cuter because it had the characters from the zoo. I will say though, mulled wine is honestly so good when it is this cold. So we're definitely going to stand here and enjoy this and just soak in all the atmosphere. Oh, this is so good. We're back home and about to head to bed. I did say that we were leaving the best Christmas market to last. I just think the cathedral with the Christmas tree, it's such a gorgeous backdrop and it has a great atmosphere as well. Just at the end there, we were enjoying one more mulled wine and they had live music playing. I did forget to mention as well with those mulled wines, they're only €5, but for €3 you do get the little mug. So you pay €8 up front, but if you go and return them, you go and get your €3 back. And because we are traveling, we do always return them. them. But if you are coming to Europe to do the Christmas markets, I think they are a great souvenir. We've been in Cologne for only 2 nights and we came specifically for the Christmas market. I've never been here before, but my partner actually did a semester at university here, so he has seen majority of it. I think 2 nights was the perfect amount of time to do the Christmas markets, but if you did want to do more things in Cologne, I'd probably recommend staying a bit longer. The Airbnb that we did book here, I also think is a really good location. It is walking distance to all 4 of the Christmas markets, so if you would like the link to that, I will link it down below for you. Just another little tip as well, some of the food stalls specifically were cash only. We didn't get cash out for the market, so we didn't really find it an issue, but if you want to go to a specific food stall, you may need cash. On that note though, it is 10 p.m. and we are heading off to Berlin tomorrow, so I need to shower and pack, and I will see you tomorrow. And we made it to Berlin. Yesterday we caught the train from Cologne to Berlin and it was delayed an hour because there was faulty doors or something like that. So it was a very long train ride, but we're here now. We're gonna go grab a coffee this morning and we're kind of lucky with the weather. Apparently it's not meant to rain until 6 p.m, which is slightly annoying because that will be prime Christmas market time, but it does mean that we get to spend the day exploring. I'm really looking forward to heading out because I've never been to Berlin before and I know that it is so massive, so we're gonna get our steps up today. We've been walking for a few hours now. We've already hit 10,000 steps for today. We are heading to a mall shopping district now, as we're gonna grab another coffee and do a little bit of shopping because I only own 2 jackets. That is the joy of traveling full time. We don't actually own a lot of winter clothing, and from here on out it is just gonna get colder, so we are going to hopefully buy a few jackets, and then from there we'll probably start on the Christmas markets. Somehow it is already 5 p.m, but we did manage to detail home just to drop our bags because I did do a bit of shopping. The first place that we went to was Uniqlo and I did pick up a few staple pieces from there. I got this green puffer, which is a crop and it is super warm. My partner actually got this the other day in black and he was saying how warm it was, so he convinced me to get this one. I also grabbed just a plain brown knit, this cream knit which also has a turtleneck, and lastly this nude jumper which has this cute little collar on it. We also walked past this shoe place and I'm in need of some new boots, and I did pick these up for €50. They are so cute. They are these cream color boots. They lace up and they do have a zip on the side, but they are so comfy and I think just perfect for winter because we are heading to Poland a little later in our trip and right now it is forecast for snow. So of course carrying that all around was getting a bit heavy, so we detoured home, got some water, and now that we're freshened up we're ready to head back out and go enjoy the Christmas markets. Raining so much tonight, so we found a little undercover area. My partner's described us some baked apple mulled wine. It is so good, so we're going to enjoy this. We're back home and in the warm and finally out of that rain. Oh my goodness, it rained so much tonight. It was so hard to film the first part of the market because it was so crowded. It was raining a lot and so I couldn't really get the camera wet because I had to put my umbrella away. However, that first market you did have to pay entry. It was €2 and most of the stalls, in fact basically all of them, were cash only. There was one place where I got a hot chocolate which did take card, but on top of the other little Christmas stalls it also was just a market as well, so I had lots of arts and crafts, so it's just kind of a different style of market. We didn't spend too long there and that's when we went to the second market, and that one I think is probably going to be my favorite one in Berlin. It is so pretty with all the rides there and also the background at the Berlin Tower, and we were really lucky to kind of get an undercover part so we could could just kind of people watch and enjoy our drink, and most importantly, stay out of the rain. So because of the weather, we only made it to 2 markets tonight, but we do have another night in Berlin, and tomorrow it isn't meant to rain, thank goodness. So on that note, I'm gonna call it a night and go and enjoy a nice hot shower. Well, as you can tell by the weather, my hopes of it not raining today, Apple weather says that it's still not raining, but Google weather says that it is meant to rain until 4 p.m. today. So we don't really know which weather app to trust at this point, because it's not raining, it's just like this very annoying kind of misty rain. We are on our way to the East Side Gallery, but of course we have stopped in for a coffee just to kind of warm up. As well as a coffee, we did grab breakfast, and it was this apple tart pastry sort of thing. It does look really yum. I don't know if the camera's picking up, but there's actual pieces of apple all in it. We did decide to head back to the hotel to kind of wait out the weather, as it was raining quite a bit. It is now 5 p.m. though, and we are heading to a Christmas market. This will be our last Christmas market in Berlin, as tomorrow we are off to Dresden. We have enjoyed a bratwurst and exploring the markets, but we've just stopped at the front of the ice rink because in about 10 minutes there's going to be something very exciting happening, so we're going to wait and stay in position. I will admit though, the night markets are so much better without the rain.
It's like Christmas ham.
We're finally back. That Christmas market was so much fun. I absolutely loved the ice rink in the middle, the Ferris wheel, there was lots of rides, and also I think there was a lot more food variety options for dinner. Honestly, that ham bun that we had I think is my favorite food item that we've had at the markets. I will say though, for a Sunday night it was pretty busy, which is kind of expected because it is a weekend. So unfortunately both of the nights that we were in Berlin were weekend nights, and they can definitely get super busy. So it was a little harder to film tonight just because there was so many people. And I will say too, a lot of the stall owners say straight away no filming, so I don't feel too comfortable filming a lot of the stalls. But I've had just such a great night. Like I said, I had a lot of fun at that market, and tomorrow we are traveling to Dresden, which means another fun travel day, which means I'll check back in on our first full day in Dresden. We made it to Dresden. It was a quick 2-hour train ride from Berlin, and last night we did manage to explore around just a little bit, and oh my god, Dresden is beautiful. I have a feeling that these might rank up there with one of the top Christmas markets this trip. So this morning we are going to walk around and explore because it is pretty quiet, so I think we'll be able to get some nice shots of the area. We just stopped in to get our first coffee of the day, but we also booked our accommodation for the next 2 days because we check out of Dresden tomorrow. And yes, we are very last minute when it comes to our booking. We are literally booking our accommodation as we go. We haven't booked our whole trip, which actually worked out really well for us because we were delayed in Atlanta. We had to change our booking, and thankfully we hadn't booked the whole month, so we were able to quickly change it. But now we are back out in the cold and we're going to continue on exploring. It is finally dark enough for us to head to the Christmas market that we've been waiting to go to all day. This market is pretty special here because it is one of the oldest Christmas markets in the world. It dates back to 1434. But I'm so ready for this market because I am so hungry and ready for dinner. We did get cash out because we did notice today at most of the markets they are cash only. So this is the first place that we felt like we needed to get cash. Oh my god, I am so happy that we decided to leave this market until tonight rather than going last night because it was absolutely stunning. I will say though, out of all the markets that we've been to yet, this has definitely been the busiest. I hope I got enough footage in there because oh my god, that was so hard to film because you were just packed in with so many people. So you know, even like in the eating and drinking and stuff, I couldn't even pull my camera out in front of me to show you. I just couldn't believe for a Tuesday night how busy it was as well. Definitely so happy that we got cash out though because like I said, every stall was cash only. With this market, there was probably less of a variety with the food options compared to the others that we've been to. There was a lot of breakfast options, but we have eaten so many this trip. We were trying to find something a little different for dinner. So we went with the Covers and the pork sandwich. What I really loved about this market compared to the others is it had so many ornament stalls. Dresden is kind of known for its wood making, so a lot of the ornaments were wood, but I absolutely loved the variety, stopping in every stall and having a look at them. And my partner and I, as we travel, the one thing that we love to collect is a Christmas ornament for every country that we've been to. Let's just say because this trip is specifically for the Christmas markets, I may have gone a little overboard. I think already we may be at 6 ornaments, and I think after the end of, you know, this little series, I'll do a tally of how many Christmas ornaments I end up buying. So if you are planning a trip around the European Christmas markets, I would definitely recommend dropping into Dresden because not only are the Christmas markets absolutely amazing, the actual area of Old Town is so stunning to walk through. Although we only had 1 full day here, I would maybe recommend doing 2. We did walk around Dresden Castle today, but it's actually shut on Monday and Tuesday. So it would have been really nice to go inside, but we didn't get a chance to. We do have to be up though, ready for our 9 o'clock bus as we're heading to Poland. So I will see you in the next part.